So this is the part 6 video of the general education mathematics let review, and we're going to talk about the solutions for problems number 51 to 60. Number 51. A bundle of new 200 peso bills is consequently numbered AB4359 to AB4448. What is the total amount of the bundle of bills? The answer for this problem is 18,000. So why 18,000? We're going to focus on the codes used by the for the bills because we want to know how many 200 peso bills are there. And then we're going to multiply it by 200 pesos to know the total amount. So we're going to focus on these three digits because the AB4 are just repeating. And we are going to subtract 448 by 358. So why 358 instead of 359? It's because 359 is part of counting. So like for example, you want to know how many numbers between 11 and 13. So obviously it's 3 numbers, 11, 12, 13. So if you subtract 13 minus 11, it will be only 2. So instead of 11, you're going to subtract 13 minus 10, so that it's 3. So there are 3 numbers between 11 and 13, 11, 12, 13. So the same as here. So instead of subtracting 448 minus 359, you subtract it by the smaller number, which is 358. So there are 90 200 peso bills, and we're going to compute the amount by multiplying it by 200 pesos. So all in all, it's 18,000. Number 52. How many degrees are between the hands of the clock at 3:40 p.m.? So let us solve this. The answer for this problem is 150 degrees. So let me show you how to do it. So here's the clock, and we might think of a 340 like this, but actually it's not, because it must be like this because the shorter hand moves as well as the longer hand moves. So it's around past the half of 3 and 4 because it's already 340. Now we're going to look for this angle, and actually in between 3 and 4 it is 30 degrees. So why 30 degrees? So let me show you another clock to illustrate that. So the whole clock is actually divided into 12 parts, and we know that the whole turn is 360 degrees, and we're going to divide it into 12 parts, which is 30 degrees. That means each part is having an angle of 30 degrees. So that means between 8 and 7 is 30 degrees, between 7 and 6 is 30 degrees, 6 and 5 is 30 degrees, 5 and 4 is 30 degrees, and we just need to look for this part, this small part. And so this 30 degrees, we are going to multiply it by 20 out of 60. Why 20? It's because it's 20 minutes left before it will reach 60 minutes. So let's reduce 20 divided by 20 and 60 divided by 20. So it will be 1/3. And then we can reduce further. So it will be 3 and 30, which are divisible by 3. So it will be 10. And then we multiply 10 times 1 is 10. So that means this part is 10 degrees. Now let's add it all. 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 10. That's all in all 150 degrees. Number 53. write 5% in decimal. So the answer for this is 0.05. So how to convert this percent to decimal? So just simply divide 5 by 100. So that makes it 0.05. So I'll not show anymore the details of dividing this smaller by a bigger number. But if you want to see how to divide it, you can check out on my videos about decimals. Another way to do it is to move the decimal point. So the decimal point's around here, and we're going to move it twice to the left. So that makes it 0.05. Number 54. Simplify negative 2 cube. So let's find the answer. The answer for this is negative 8. So why negative 8? So some of you might have it this way. Negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 because of the cube. Although it's negative 8, but it's a wrong solution because this means cube of negative 2, which is different from the given. The negative 2 cube means negative of 2 times 2 times 2, which is negative 8. So you have to be careful because the answer will be different if the exponent is an even number. Number 55. Solve x plus x. So let us know the answer. The answer for this item is 2x. So this looks so obvious, but some might get tricked with the x squared. So you have to be careful that you only add the exponent if it's multiplication. But if it's addition, then you just have to add the numerical coefficients. Number 56. Find the least common multiple of 3, 8, and 6. So let's find the answer. So the least common multiple is 24. So how do we get 24? So using a continuous division for getting the LCM. So we're going to plot the given 3, 8, and 6. And then we are going to get a common divisor for this 3, 8, and 6. But if you can't find for all these 3, at least we can have 2. So we'll use 2 because 8 and 6 are both divisible by 2. But 3 is not divisible by 2, so we'll just copy. Then we divide 8 by 2, it's 4. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So now we have two 3's, so we will divide it by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. 4 cannot be divided by 3, so we just copy it. And 3 divided by 3 is 1. And then there's no more common divisor for any of these 3 or 2 of these numbers, so we can now multiply them to get the LCM. So 2 times 3 times 1 times 4 times 1, that will give you 24. Number 57. A student population in a school is 1,500 at present. What will be its expected population 2 years from now if it is increasing at 6% yearly? So let us know the answer. The answer for this is 1,686. So how to get this answer? So we will use this formula, the usual formula for a percentage increase. So the future amount equals the principal or the present amount times 1 plus the rate to the power of the years or number of years equals. So it will be, we're going to substitute. P is the 1,500 times 1 plus 6% or 0.06 to the power of 2 because it's 2 years. And then we combine 1 and 0.06, that will make you 1.06. So square of 1.06, it will be 1.1236. and then get the product, it will be 1685.4, which is actually in the choices. It's the letter B. But then why is our answer 1686? It's because we are talking about student population. If it's amount, if it's money, then there's no problem with 1685.4. But then since it's student, then the point 4, there's no such thing as a point for student. So as long as there's extra, you have to round up so that it will be a whole student. So it will be considered as a whole student. Now, why not round the number? So instead of 1686, it will be 1685 because it's zero point 0.4. So it must be retained to 1685. If we will do that, then it's already locking because there is zero point 0.4 person. So the reason why it becomes we make it a whole because we want this zero point 0.4 person to be a whole person. So we will make it a whole 1. So it will be 1686. Number 58. How many glasses of soda, each to be filled with 149 cubic centimeters, can be made from 5 family-size bottles of soda containing 1.5 liters? So here's a hint that 1 liter is 1000 cubic centimeters. So let us know the answer. The answer for this is 50. So how do we get 50? So let me show you the solution. So we have 5, that's the 5 family size bottles of soda, times 1500. So where you get that? It's coming from the 1.5 liters. So since it's given that per liter it's 1000 cubic centimeters, so we multiply 1.5 by 1000. So that's why it's 1500. Divided by its 149, that's the capacity of each glass of soda. And then we get the product 5 times 1500, that will give you 7500. So that's the total capacity of the 5 family size bottle of soda. So if you divide it, it will be 50.34. Now, why is the answer 50? Why not 50.34 since it's in the choices? The 0.34 means it didn't reach 149. So there's an extra. So we don't know how much is the extra, but we are sure that it didn't reach 149 because it's only 0.34. So that means it's not counted. Since it's given that it's to be filled with 149 cubic centimeters. So again, this 0.34 glass of soda didn't reach 149. It's only 0.34 of 149. So the answer is 50. Number 59. Perform the indicated operation 3 squared plus 3 to the power of negative 2. So let us know the answer. The answer for this problem is 9 and 1/9. So how to get this answer? So let me show you how to do it. So let us copy the given and let us make the exponents positive. So for 3 to the power of negative 2, it is the same as 1 over 3 squared. So you just simply get the reciprocal to make it positive. And then we get the square of 3, which is 9. So let us write it this way for 9 so that you can see that it's also a fraction. A whole number is also a fraction where the denominator is 1. So it's 9 over 1. Then we cannot add the fractions because they don't have the same denominator. So we need to make it the same denominator. We will times 9 the 1. But whatever you do to the denominator, you must also do the same to the numerator. So 9 times 9 is 81. 1 times 9 is 9. So now we have the same denominators. So we can add now. 81 plus 1 is 82. Then we convert this into mixed form, which is 9 and 1/9. So I didn't show anymore the details of the mixed form or converting from improper to mixed form. But if you want to know, then you can just check on my videos about converting improper to mixed. Number 60. It takes 8 gallons of fuel to keep a motor running for 2.5 hours. If 20 gallons of fuel are available, how long the motor be kept running? So let us know the answer. The answer for this is 6 hours and 15 minutes. Now let me show you how to do it. This problem is actually a ratio and proportion problem. If it's 8 gallons, then it's 2.5 hours. If it's 20 gallons, then we will denote it as n for the number of hours. Now let us cross multiply. 8 times n is 8n. 20 times 2.5. So 20 times 2.5 is 50. Then we divide both sides by 8 so that the 8 will be cancelled. And what's left is n equals 50 divided by 8 is 6.25. 6 hours and 0.25 of 1 hour or 60 minutes. So let's compute that. 60 times 0.25, which is 15 or 15 minutes. So the final answer is 6 hours and 15 minutes. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have learned from this part 6 video. And check out for the next part, the part 7 of this Let Gen Ed Math review.